I would like to call the meeting of the Planning Commission to order, please, at 6:01 PM. Planning Commission Secretary, may I have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Commissioner Flores? Commissioner Cervantes?
Here.
Commissioner Ayala? Vice Chair Jimenez?
Here.
Chair Sarna?
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right, next, I would like to call upon Gabriel Jimenez to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you. Next, ex parte communications. This section is intended to allow all officials the opportunity to reveal any disclosures regarding site visits, ex parte communications, and public hearings. Are there any ex parte communications?
None here.
None.
None? And I just met them right now out there, outside right now. I got introduced to them, so welcome, guys. There's on the Greenstone,
This is the applicant for item number 7.
item number 7. Next, public comments, non-agenda and non-public hearing agenda items. At this time, the general public may address the Planning Commission on both non-agenda and non-public hearing agenda items. Comments relating to public hearing items will be heard during the public hearing. Please be aware that the maximum time allowed for members and the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes. State law prohibits the Planning Commission from taking action or entering extended discussion on a topic not listed on the agenda. Please show courtesy to others and direct all your comments to the chairperson. Planning Commission Secretary, do we have any members of the public wishing to speak today?
We have none.
None? Planning Commission Secretary, I will now close public comment. Move on to the next item. Consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered to be routine. Any consent item a planning commissioner wishes to discuss shall be designated at this time. All other items may be approved in a single motion. For consent items numbers 1 and 2, is there a motion and a second for the approval of these consent items?
I'll move items number 2.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Planning Commission Secretary, roll call, please.
Commissioner Flores? Commissioner Cervantes?
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala? Vice Chair Jimenez?
Aye.
Chair Sarna?
Aye.
Passes 3.
So ordered. There is a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal these matters. Public hearing. We will now begin item number 3 on the agenda. At this time, I will open public hearing at 6:05. Staff is recommending a continuance to the August 11th meeting. Associated Planner Claudia Jimenez, can you please give us an update as to the reason for this continuance?
Good evening, Commissioners. I know the script says Claudia, but I'll go ahead and take this one.
Oh, wow. You don't want to speak to us, huh? That's all right.
So although the script also says that we're opening the public hearing, this item was opened at the last meeting in June. This is the revocations for multiple entitlements, use permit entitlements. And so staff is requesting another continuance to August so that we can fine-tune the legal details of that report.
Okay. So I don't have to have the public hearing. Do I still go through the whole?
If there's anybody in the public that would like to speak, they're given this opportunity. Other than that, they're welcome to come back to the August meeting.
Okay, so do I open the public hearing or
It's already open. You can
shall I close
invite-
it?
If there's any members in the public who would like to speak.
If there's any members of the public wishing to speak on this item, please step up. No? So I'll close it. Okay. So I'll close the public hearing now. Move on to item number 4. Can't come in here and just tell us what item it is.
Sorry. So I would need a motion to have this item
Continue?
continued. Yes.
So could I get a first and a second to have this item continued?
I'll move.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Planning Commission Secretary, can I get a roll call, please?
And just for the record, David Ayala is here. Commissioner Flores? Commissioner Cervantes?
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala?
Aye.
Vice Chair Jimenez?
Aye.
Chair Sarna?
All right. This item has been continued to the August 11th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting. Next, item number 4. I now call upon Associate Planner Claudia Jimenez to introduce this item. Now she wants to speak to us.
Good evening, Planning Commissioners, members of the audience. Today I'm presenting to you item number 4, conditional use permit case number A51 to allow the establishment, operation, and maintenance of an existing drive-through facility at 11242 Washington Boulevard and adopt the notice of exemption under CEQA Section 15301, Class 1, for existing facilities. The project site located at 11242 Washington Boulevard spans about 13,248 square feet, about 0.304 acre, and encompasses one parcel. It is located within the MU-TOD mixed-use transit-oriented development zone and south of Washington Boulevard between Norwalk and Broadway Avenue. A little history on this site. So in 1967, the site was originally developed as a Taco Bell with a drive-through. And in 2001, Mr. Pete's Restaurant took over the site and increased the building height from 16 to 20 feet under modification permit. And prior to 2001, Hot Off the Grill also occupied the space. And in 2018, Doubles Burgers began operation at the location and continues to operate with a valid business license. In November 2024, while reviewing a proposed building addition, staff discovered that a conditional use permit, CUP, had never been issued for the existing drive-through. Per Section Code 155395D3 of the city's zoning code, expansions exceeding 15% require a CUP. The proposed expansion is approximately 26% of the current building area, and to comply with the applicant submitted a CUP application to comply. The project site is non-conforming to the current zoning code due to the drive-through operations not obtaining a valid CUP and the setback dimensions in relation to the building height. And pursuant to Section Code 155.393D3, the current request for conditional use permit will bring the site in conformance. The proposed tenant improvements is satisfied under Section Code 155.392B3 of the City Municipal Code, expansions of a non-conforming development. The applicant is seeking approval for CUP 851 to continue the operation of an existing fast food restaurant with a drive-through and to construct a 555 square foot rear addition within the MU-TOD mixed-use transit-oriented development zones. So, some information regarding the site plan. The existing restaurant is a 1,600 square foot fast food establishment with indoor dining and a drive-through. A 555 square foot addition is proposed at the rear of the building, which will include a food preparation area, a walk-in cooler freezer, a restroom, and an electrical room, bringing the total building size to 2,155 square feet. As part of the site improvements, a new accessible path of travel will be added from the 88 parking stall to the restaurant entrance, along with a small landscape area to safely separate the pedestrian walkway from the drive-through lane. The floor plan for you today, we have some information pertaining to the location of the proposed 555 square foot addition. It will be constructed at the rear of the existing building and will include a food preparation area, a walk-in cooler, a walk-in freezer, and a restroom. This expansion is intended to support the restaurant's operational needs and improves overall efficiency. Before you are elevations for both the west and the east. I did not include the south and the north. They're very similar, and this is the proposed information. The proposed addition has been carefully designed to match the existing building in every way, including height, color, materials, and overall appearance. Both the east and west elevations will remain consistent with the current structure at 20 feet tall and 36 inches parapet, and will be added to both sides to fully screen any rooftop equipment from public view. And again, this is also for the south and the north. On the west side, we're adding 3 exterior doors to serve as a new preparation area, a bathroom and an electrical room. Each of these doors will be covered with a canopy and have lighting installed above for safety and visibility. And the east side of the building will remain unchanged in terms of doors and windows, but will still match the look and height of the rest of the building, including the parapet. These designs ensure a seamless extension that maintains the integrity and appearance of the original structure. Little parking summary for you. So according to Section Code 155.2481B3D, the restaurants requires 1 parking space for every 35 square feet of public dining area and 1 space for every 2 employees on the busiest shift. And based on this, the restaurant needs 11 parking stalls, 8 for dining area and 8 for dining area, which is 256 square feet, and 3 for the 5 employees on the busiest shift. The proposed plan provides 12 parking spaces, including 1 accessible space, which meets city requirements and complies with ADA standards for accessible parking. The hours of operation are as follows. The restaurant will operate between the hours of 8 to 10 p.m., Sunday through Thursday, and from 8 to 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Staff has determined that the project qualifies for CEQA class categorically exemption, section 15301, existing facilities, as it involves only minor modifications and no changes in the use. Therefore, the environmental review is not required. If approved by the Planning Commission, the notice of the exemption will be filed with the Los Angeles County Clerk. The public hearing notice for the proposed project was mailed to nearby property owners, posted at key city locations, and published in the Los Cerritos newspaper in late May 2025 in accordance with the state and city zoning requirements. And the project supports key community goals by retaining a small business, creating local jobs, and enhancing commercial activity. It also promotes transit-oriented development with accessible ADA-compliant dining near transit, and it provides convenient services that support local employees and residents, improving daily lives and overall quality of life. So the Planning Commission is asked to find that the project is categorically exempt under CEQA Section 15301, Class 1, existing facilities, approve conditional use permit case number A51, subject to the conditions of approval outlined in the attached resolution, and adopt resolution number 287-2025, which reflects the Commission's findings and action on this matter. And this concludes my presentation for you tonight. I do have the applicants here present, should you have any additional questions. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move to commissioners' questions or comments. Does any member of the commission have a question or comments for staff? No. I just have a quick question. So this is, the CUP is for the driveway.
Correct.
But when they were adding on the 555 square feet, we realized that they didn't have a CUP for the drive-through.
Right.
Did anybody prior to Doubles, Taco Bell or Mr. Pete's, have a CUP for a drive-through?
The previous tenants?
Yeah.
No, sir.
So,
And they're exceeding the 25%, so it's a non-conforming structure, and they were exceeding the 25%, and therefore it requires now a CUP.
okay. All right. That was it. Thank you. Does any member of the commission have any questions or comments for the applicant? No? All right, we'll now open public comments for this item. Planning Commission Secretary, did we receive any speaking cards within written comments for this item?
None.
Okay. Please, do I have to read the, if there's nothing? Okay. If there's no further commission questions or comments, I will now close the public hearing at 6:15. 6:15. May I have a motion for an approval of CUP case number 851 and adopt the resolution number 287-2025, which incorporates the Planning Commission findings and actions regarding this matter?
All motion.
I have a first. I have a second. Planning Commission Secretary, can I please have a roll call?
Commissioner Flores, Commissioner Cervantes,
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala,
Aye.
Vice Chair Jimenez,
Aye.
Chair Sarno.
Aye.
Passes.
So ordered. There are 14-day appeal process for anyone wishing to appeal this matter. Item number 5 on the agenda. I will now call upon Administration Intern Cynthia Alvarez to introduce this item.
Hi, good evening, Commissioners. I'm Cynthia Alvarez. I'm the Administrative Intern for Community Development, and I will be presenting a conditional use permit, case number 854, for approval to construct, operate, and maintain an unmanned 58-foot-high monopine wireless telecommunication facility and related equipment at 12545 Florence Avenue, and adopt a notice of exemption under CEQA Section 15303, Class 3 for small structures. The proposal is for 12545 Florence Avenue, also known as the Greater Los Angeles County Vector Control District. The specific highlighted area is where the proposal is being proposed. The applicant is SmartLink on behalf of Verizon, and the zoning is M2, Heavy Manufacturing Zone. The current general plan land use is industrial, but the use right now for the Greater Los Angeles Vector Control is office use. So some background on this, the applicants have identified that there was a issue with disrupting signals, impacting residences and businesses like Fashion Nova and same-day transportation around the area. So they proposed the new wireless telecommunication facility at 12545 Florence Avenue to improve the network coverage and capacity. Alternate sites were evaluated but were ruled out due to logistical challenges or lack of property owner interest. And so the request of SmartLink on behalf of Tarpon Towers as well as Verizon proposes to construct the 58-foot unmanned monopine wireless facility within equipment shelter in the 911 square foot leased area in the northwest corner of the site. And the scope of work includes an enclosed area with an 8.5-foot tall CMU wall, the installation of wireless and utility equipment, electrical and fiber service to site, conduits from equipment to tower, standby generator for backup power, and a live tree added for visual screening. And so, as we can see here in the coverage map, without this proposed tower, the way that it currently is now, with green being good, yellow being fair, and the purple-gray area being poor, we can see that this area is heavily poor coverage. And so with the proposed tower, the coverage would increase to good and fair around this area, which is mainly manufacturing and different warehouses that need telecommunications. And so the site, the specific site of the monopine will sit 243 feet from Bloomfield Avenue, as well as 347 feet away from Florence Avenue, adding to the screening from the public view. And so these are the south and north elevations, just to kind of highlight the scope of work that is being proposed. And so, as mentioned, the monopine will be 58 feet tall, and they are proposing 12 antennas for Verizon panel, 9 Verizon radios, and a Verizon microwave dish, as well as the 8.5-foot tall CMU wall with the length of 28 feet. Which would cover and screen the new generator and equipment cabinets that are proposed. And so this is currently how the site looks without the monopine. And as we can see, with the monopine there, it blends in with the other trees that are existing, and as well as the distance adds to that screening. And this is the view from Bloomfield, and this would be how it would look with the proposed monopine. So the project is exempt from CEQA under Section 15303, Class 3, which applies to the construction or conversion of small structures. This includes new equipment or facilities or minor exterior modifications to existing small structures, which includes the wireless towers. The public hearing notice was sent out July 3rd and July 4th to City Hall, Town Center Kiosk, and the library, as well as the 500 feet radius property owners, and published at the Los Cerritos Community Newspaper. To date, staff did receive one comment regarding the subject CUP and its location, and it was resolved between the applicant and the commenter. And so some things to consider are the site suitability, which the wireless facility would be complying with the existing zoning and land use designation. It would not cause any harm to nearby persons or property, so it's safe and functional. It would improve our infrastructure resilience since it would enhance service quality and increase network capacity. And as well as the visual compatibility, because of the monopine design, it would maintain the aesthetic and welfare of the community. And so staff recommends to find and determine that the project is categorically exempt under Section 15303, Class 3, Small Structures of the CEQA guidelines. Approve the CUP case number 854, subject to the conditions of approval as stated with the attached resolution. And adopt resolution number 288, 2025, which incorporates the Planning Commission's findings and actions regarding this matter. And that concludes my presentation, and the applicant is also here as well for any questions.
Thank you. We'll now move to commissioner questions and comments. Does any member of the commission have any questions or comments for staff?
I do. You said that there was a microwave dish that would be installed. Where approximately is it installed on that tree?
Yeah, I can go back to the elevations. So it would be somewhere between the upper middle section of the tree, facing, I believe, the west side of the tree.
It's off the ground, way away from people?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure about that one.
I got a question too. On these type of trees does it have an effect on, like what Commissioner Cervantes is saying, people around, like harming them in any type of way?
Put on radiation.
Radiation, yeah, radiation.
So in terms of that, the applicant did submit a radio frequency emission compliance report conducted by Waterford, specifically Tim Alexander, and in the report, they certified that the proposed operation will not expose members to the general public to hazardous levels of RF energy at ground level or in adjacent buildings.
So you have one, we have one there, but they are adding new frequencies to it,
No,
correct?
this will be a new tower that is
Oh, it's
being proposed.
completely new?
Yes.
Okay. Anything? No? No? That's it? Does any member of the commission have any questions or comments for the applicant? No? No? Thank you. We will now open public comments for this item. Planning Commissioner Secretary, do we receive any speaking cards or written comments for this item?
None.
If there's no objection by the members of the commission, I will close public comments for public hearing item number 5. If there's no further commissioners' questions or comments, I will now close public hearing at 6:25. May I have a motion approved for CUP case number 854 and adopt resolution number 288-2025, which incorporates the Planning Commission findings and actions regarding this matter? May I have a first? A second?
Second?
Second. I have a first and a second. Planning Commission Secretary, could I conduct a roll call, please?
Certainly. Commissioner Flores, Commissioner Cervantes,
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala,
Aye.
Vice Chair Jimenez,
Aye?
Chair Sarna,
All right,
passes.
so ordered. There's a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal this matter. Next, new business. We will now begin the item on number 6 on the agenda, new business. I now call upon Associate Planner Jimmy Wong to introduce this item.
Commissioner, item number 6 is modification permit, case number 1367, to temporary reserve and not provide 21 of the required on-site parking stall to allow outdoor storage, and to adopt a notice of exemption under section 15301, existing facility of the CEQA guideline. The location for the proposed project is at 13211 East Florence Avenue. The land use destination is industrial. Lot size is 1.19 acre. The existing building size is about 22,538 square feet. The current zoning is M2, heavy manufacturing. And the applicant for this project is Panda USA Inc. They also DBA as Square Carpentry. So a little background on the business itself. Panda USA, also known as Square Carpentry, have been operating at the subject property since 2024 as a wholesale distributor of bathroom and kitchen cabinet. So the business also carry a limited selection of countertop, which are difficult to be stored indoor due to their size, weight, and fragility. To address the storage challenge, the applicant is proposing to utilize a portion of the on-site parking area for outdoor storage for the countertop. Here's the parking requirement. According to the city code and the size of the building, 44 on-site parking is required for the subject property. And here's a parking map that shows how all 44 parking stalls can be provided on site. As for the request, the applicant have submitted a request for a modification permit to reduce the number of required parking from 44 stalls to 23 in order to accommodate the outdoor storage. The proposed outdoor storage will be enclosed with a 6-foot-high chain link fence with privacy slat to provide screening from public view. And the outdoor area is intended to be stored for the large countertop, as mentioned previously. So here's the proposed new parking plan. As you can see, a total of 23 parking will be provided, 15 parking stalls on the west side of the building, with one of them being an ADA park stall. And then there will be an additional 8 more parking provided on the west side, the east side of the building. So here's a site photo. The first photo is the large countertop that will be stored at the outdoor storage area. And then the second photo is taken from Florence Avenue. As you can see, all the outdoor storage area will be screened from Florence. Here's 2 additional photos from Painter Avenue. As you can see, there's more than enough parking for any type of customer. However, as mentioned previously, if there is a need to restore additional parking, the applicant will do so. So for justification, for staffing, a total of 5 employees. For the largest shift, they only have 1 shift. They work from 7 to 7. The 23 parking stall is provide 18 surplus stall, remaining during the peak staffing hour. The outdoor storage need is requested by the applicant due to the size of the countertop being large and too fragile to be stored indoor, and per their recommendation, the outdoor storage will improve safety and operational efficiency. Lastly, there won't be any off-site impact since there's no need for any off-site parking need, and the storage area will be screened from public view. Sorry, it just vibrates for some reason. As for CEQA, the project is exempt from CEQA pursuant to section 15301, class 1, existing facility. The project involved the continued operation of a warehouse use. Let's see. As for public hearing notice, the notice has been sent on July 3rd, 2025 to adjacent property, and was also posted in Santa Fe Springs City Hall, Library, and Town Center kiosk. today, staff have not received any comment. So for key consideration, the zoning code required parking based on the building size and not the actual operation need, which created hardship for the applicant. Secondly, the applicant has been operating on site since 2024 with no more than 5 employees, so the proposed 23 parking stall will be sufficient to meet the demand. A alternative site plan showing all 44 required parking can be restored if needed in the future, and the outdoor storage area will be screened with a 6-foot-high chain link fence and privacy slat to minimize visual impact. As for recommendation, staff is recommending that the project is categorical exempt from CEQA pursuant to section 15301, class 1, existing facility, and also recommend approval of modification permit, case number 1367, subject to the conditional approval as stated within resolution 289-2025, exhibit A, and also adopt resolution number 289-2025, which incorporate the planning commission finding and action regarding this matter. And that's conclude my presentation. Fortunately, the applicant is not here, so I will try my best to answer any question regarding this modification permit.
Any commissioner have any questions for this item for staff?
I do. So there's five employees, so then there will be 18 parking stalls free?
Yes, that's correct.
And do you know what kind of, on their busy hours, how many parkings are taken up?
They don't really have any customer because they're a wholesaler, so they don't
Okay.
usually have. They said they may have 1 or 2 people come to look at a sample, but in most cases, they don't have any customer coming into this location.
Anybody else? I have a future question for us, because I think this is coming up more and more, that people are needing more outdoor storage, and I know we base the parking stalls based on employees, based on the size of the warehouse and how many employees, but I think we need to start realizing that there's less people in these warehouses, and they're trying to work from home and stuff like that, and to be able to do things like this, I think is something that's good for us, and we shouldn't have limitations of 45 parking stalls for, they don't have that many, nobody has 45 employees on a small warehouse like this. But I think we need to relook at our policy and to help the businesses to be able to, because they're growing, and we don't want them to leave, so we need to be as flexible as possible for something like this. But, and I wish I would have known they were here, because I just bought a kitchen cabinet, and I could have gave back taxes. But next, I would like to call upon the applicant. Applicant isn't here. If anyone from the audience wishing to speak, please approach the podium. Nobody? If there's no further commissioner questions or comments, do we have a motion and approval for request mod case number 1367 and adopt resolution number 289-2025, which incorporates the planning commission findings and actions regarding this matter?
All motion.
I have a first.
I'll second.
I have a second. Planning commission secretary, roll call, please.
Commissioner Flores, Commissioner Cervantes,
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala, Vice Chair Jimenez,
Aye?
Chair Sarna,
Aye.
passes 4-0.
Item number 7 on the agenda. I now call upon Senior Planner Vince Velasco to introduce this item.
Good evening, Commissioners. You're not seeing double.
Double seats.
I moved. So this item is pretty similar to the last item you just had, which is a reduction of required parking due to operational demands for a new tenant. Oops. So this project site is located at 11401 Greenstone Avenue. Site is approximately 6.6 acres with industrial land use. It is M2 heavy manufacturing zoned, and the applicant is Brand Safeway. Again, the request is to reserve and not immediately provide 116 required parking stalls for temporary outdoor storage. This is a brief timeline of the property site, starting in 2020. And as you can see, it was a trailer storage operation, And then in 2021, the property owner obtained entitlement approvals for a 144,434 square foot industrial building. 2022, 2023, the project was under construction, and it was finally completed. They were issued their certificate of occupancy in March of 2024. 2025, you can see the building, and it has sat vacant since the certificate of occupancy was issued in March of 2024. So the applicant today would be the brand-new and first tenant of this building. This is the approved site plan with the development that we approved in 2021. As you can see, the site required a total of 205 parking spaces. This was factoring in a multi-tenant scenario. So with a single tenant, the parking demand is only 191 parking spaces. With this approval, we also included a 14-foot high concrete steel wall or screen wall on both sides of the property, on the north and the south end. This is a visual of what the site looks like today. That's an aerial of the property, as well as what the two screen walls look like from both ends. That's the north end on the top right, and that's the southerly screen wall on the bottom right. Little bit of the company background. It was founded in 2017 as a merger of the company's Brand Energy and Infrastructure Services and Safeway Group. They're a global leader specializing in services to industrial, commercial, and infrastructure end markets, and their headquarters is currently based in Atlanta, Georgia. They offer core services such as access services, including scaffolding, mast climbing, suspended access, forming and shoring, which includes concrete forming, shoring solutions, and special services, including insulation, coatings, fireproofing, and abrasive blasting. Their operational reach is a presence of over 25 countries. They have an extensive network of more than 380 strategic locations. They serve a diverse industry, including petrochemical, powder generation, transportation, and more. The interior of the building will have a plethora of warehousing of materials such as modular scaffolding, frame and bracing, industrial elevator equipment, scaffolding systems, installation materials, and logistical equipment. And then their requests for outdoor storage would include shoring materials, wood materials, coating materials, a self-contained wash station, a self-contained paint booth, state bed trucks, delivering trucks, and logistical equipment, and also a 1,000-gallon above-ground diesel tank. That would all be on the exterior. They will also have offices for hiring purposes, material and equipment resource center. They will also have staffing related to sales, payroll, billing, accounting, and HR. Their hours of operation will be limited to Monday to Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. At a maximum peak time, they will have 69 employees, including 19 managers, 15 warehouse staff, 15 truck drivers, 10 sales employees, and 10 clerks. This is a layout of the proposed site plan. The applicant will be consolidating different branches of their business to this one location, and that's how you see Safeway Atlantic and Spider. So these would be the yard separations of those branches and where the materials of the storage would be separated out to. As you can see, the front of the property facing Greenstone will provide 70 parking stalls, is which the applicant needs for this operation. Everything else, the storage that they're requesting, will be behind the 14-foot screen wall. Again, here's another layout of where the materials will be stored and how high they will be stored. As you can see, the materials will be set back approximately 65-ish feet from that screen wall, providing more of a reduction for visibility from the public view. For your consideration, there is a surplus of 6 parking stalls, the 69 maximum employees versus the 75 parking stalls they will provide in the front area. There is an alternative parking plan, as you saw, which was approved by the Planning Commission, which holds 205 parking stalls, as well as a condition of approval, specifically number 14, which will address mitigation of parking issues if the need arises. Again, there is an existing 14-foot high screen wall for the materials that are set back approximately 65 feet from that wall. They will maintain the fire lane and circulation of the site. All of the storage and activities on the exterior and interior will be reviewed, and they will go through the plan check process to obtain permits for the storage and improvements. And lastly, this is a new business to Santa Fe Springs. So we will be getting new employees, new tax generation, and a brand-new tenant of this brand-new building. Project is category exempt pursuant to Section 15301, Class 1 existing facilities. And the property, or the hearing was noticed to adjacent properties as well. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission determine that the project is category exempt pursuant to Class 1. Approve mod 1369, subject to the conditions of approval, and adopt Resolution 290-2025. That concludes my presentation. I do have the applicant and the property owner in the audience to answer any questions.
Does any commissioners have any questions for staff?
I do.
Go ahead.
You have 6 spaces available for the public. Do you intend to have a lot of generating of the public coming in that would exceed the 6? No. The business is not open to the public. Okay, so it's not open.
So do we want to gather all the questions for the applicant and then have them come up?
Yeah, this is true. Do you have anything for Vince, or do you want to talk to the?
No, I don't have nothing for Vince, no.
Okay. I would like to call upon the applicants. If they would wish to speak, please approach the podium. You don't have to. but-
My name is Joe Garan. I'm the branch manager of Southern California for Brand Safeway. So whatever questions you have for me, let me know.
Questions, not really, just a comment regarding, I think it's great that you're putting, you want to be, everything's going to be behind the gates, right?
Yes,
And
everything will
I
be-
see that there's a 65 feet setback, so I think that's really good. And also, I just want to welcome you and thank you for bringing your business to Santa Fe Springs.
No?
I was just concerned about if they had any, do you have any people that actually come, or is this more of just a warehouse?
This is a staging area / warehouse for all of our off-site jobs. Our material would be loaded up as needed and brought to a refinery, a commercial site. There's no actual erection or dismantle or any kind of fabrication done at this office. This will be just storage.
Thank you for coming to Santa Fe Springs.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. I just want to welcome you to the city, and thank you for choosing Santa Fe Springs.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for choosing us, and good luck in your endeavors.
And the property owner would like to say a few words as well.
No problem.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Bobby Nasir, a family business, and we developed this property over the past 4 years. Number one, I'd like to thank the Commission for being welcoming. We do projects all over Southern California, and we don't always see that across the board. So I want to commend you guys for welcoming Brand Safeway. They're the type of tenant I think the city would appreciate to have, employees with benefits, some union employees, and you know, they didn't mention this, but their existing have been in the city of Long Beach and Gardena for over 30 years. So that gives us a little bit of a history of what type of potential tenant and business we're bringing into the city, which would be great for all of us all the way around. I think Vince has done a great job. He was our planner on developing the building. I want to thank him all the way through. He's been very helpful. And I think he's covered pretty much everything, but yes, there's a concrete wall and a wrought iron fence. Everything is behind that. And again, 6 extra spots because it's not open to the public anyway. So there should, at any time, even if every employee shows up to work on every single day, we'll still have excess spots here. Thank you for your time.
I'm sorry, I do have a question. In regards to the jobs that are coming to the city, where are you posting these job postings when it comes to the city of Santa Fe Springs to ensure that our residents are seeing these job postings?
I will let the tenant answer that, but I would imagine there's some coming from Long Beach and Gardena, and then once they move in, there'll be a shift of some employees maybe not wanting to make that trip and otherwise, and you know, we spoke to the mayor pro tem outside and talked about how being a part of this city includes giving back into the city and posting and jobs and all that. So I would imagine that would happen a little bit afterwards, but I can allow Dale to answer that question because I don't know.
Before you, I just want to commend you on a beautiful building. I know that street is, that's right next to the FedEx, right next to when Dan Kopp was, where the crushing site and stuff like that. So, you know, with the FedEx going, your building, you know, it's really beautifying that street. And with our headquarters from fire there, I think it's very appropriate, and hopefully that street gets really redesigned and become the beautiful street it could be. So thank you for all the money and stuff that you've put into this business.
And
So
it's on its way there.
Yes, thank you.
Dale?
Our company is a union company, and all of our labor comes out of the respective unions that we use, carpenters, insulators, painters, and they advertise to all the local people, and they specifically target certain areas. So for you, I mean, they would target Santa Fe Springs people who are interested in our work.
So it'd go to the local, and then when they need somebody, and whoever's that local for this area they would get the jobs. Not so much, or they would have to join the union for it, so.
We actually post too on our website for guys looking for work, that they can come to our office and get with our dispatch department, and they can vet them, send them to the union, get them signed up at the union, and then come back and get hired on with us.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's call upon evidence. Member, please, if anyone from the audience wishes to speak, please approach the podium. Nobody wishing to speak. If no further commissioners' questions or comments, do we have a motion and approval for requested mod case 1369 and adopt resolution 290-2025, which incorporates the planning commission findings and actions regarding this matter?
I'll move.
I have a first and a second. Planning Commissioner Secretary, roll call, please.
Commissioner Flores, Commissioner Cervantes,
Aye.
Commissioner Ayala,
Aye.
Vice Chair Jimenez.
Aye.
Chair Sarna,
All right.
passes.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Staff communications on items of community interest. Does staff have any announcements?
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm happy to be before you today to provide you with a couple of staff updates. We'll start with the first update. I'm happy to announce that Vince Velasco has recently been promoted to Assistant Director of Community Development.
Oh.
Congratulations. A lot of hard work.
Thank you, appreciate it.
His leadership commitment has certainly shined in his current role as a senior planner, and we're looking forward to his continued leadership serving the city in his new role. So second update, I'd like to announce that Claudia Jimenez has also been recently promoted to Economic Development Specialist. She'll still do planning, but she'll slowly move into a different role, taking on more economic development-related projects. There's certainly a drive and a need to expand our current department into more efforts geared towards economic development. Claudia, with her background expertise, is perfect fit for this role. Look forward to working with her in that new role. And lastly,
Congratulations.
Lastly, I do want to share that Jimmy Wong has recently accepted a position with the County of Riverside as a senior planner. We definitely thank him for his years of service here and wish him nothing but the best in his new chapter and role in County Riverside. It's definitely it's a promotion, it's an opportunity for him, and that's something that we encourage all staff to do. With that, I just ask that we just recognize and welcome the new promoted employees, and also wish Jimmy the best of luck in his new endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
I guess
staff-
lastly, I want to wish Jay Sarno a happy birthday.
Oh,
since
God, it's not my birthday, so
We
no.
will not see him.
You had the
until-
whole thing, now it stopped, that's
your
it.
birthday or
No, it's not my birthday.
When is his birthday?
Is it his birthday or not?
Wow, you guys got big mouths. Wow, isn't that like a HIPAA, excuse me, attorney, isn't that a HIPAA violation? How do I know I want people to know when my birthday is?
Deal with it, it's just a number.
And how
Wow.
old you are, what?
Happy
They're gonna be saying.
Thank you, thank you. I just want to say congratulations to you guys. You guys more than definitely earned over the years working with you guys from a council standpoint. I'm really glad to see how you've evolved, and I'm glad to see us continue to promote from within, because I think it's important. We need to keep the history alive. We can't have new people and turnovers, and having you guys here, I think we have a very bright future. So congratulations to everybody. And Jimmy, very sad to see you leave, sir, but you have to do what's best for you and your family and yourself to grow, and maybe in a couple more years, you'll come back and realize, hey, you know what, Santa Fe Springs was better. I'm gonna go be happy over there. So congratulations, and I hope nothing but the best for you, sir. So,
Same here. I'd like to piggyback off Chair Sarno. Since I've been here, I've seen you guys grow, all of you. And Jimmy, I won't see you at the gym no more. I used to always run into Jimmy at the gym all the time, but good luck out there.
Yeah, I want to concur. There's no better growth than internal growth. You guys know the city inside and out, and to promote from within is always what's best for not just, the roles, but for the community in itself, so congratulations. Jimmy, best of luck to you in your new endeavor. I'm sure you can always pick up the phone and someone here will answer, so best of luck to you. And just want to say great job to our intern. Thank you for everything.
yes, oh, welcome.
I concur what they say. Jimmy, good luck with the county. Hopefully it's closer to home. So, I've been a resident since 1964. So I've seen the city grow, and I'm really happy that I'm working with the city employees and getting to know everyone. Very nice, happy family here. So and congratulations on your promotions, and hopefully we have a permanent employee in the future.
All right, next, Commissioner Council Conference reporting. Does any commissioner have something to report on? No, sir. No? All right, this meeting is now adjourned at 6:54 PM. The next meeting, Planning Commission is set for August 11th, 2025 at 6 PM. Thank you, guys.